Hello everybody. So I got another cool tool for you today. This is some of the stuff, one of the things I bought when I was working on my Jeep. If you know anything about these old Jeeps, you know that they weren't made very well. Cheap parts, everything was different. Wiring is particularly susceptible to damage, a lot of ground problems, things like that. So I spent a lot of time working on some electrical gremlins. And this tool came in very, very handy on that job. This is a Ryobi. Don't know if you guys get similar brands in the rest of the world, but this is basically a house brand for one of our big home improvement stores called Home Depot. In my opinion, the Ryobi products are pretty decent. They're not necessarily professional grade, but for what I do for home use, they're more than adequate, hold up very, very well. And the other thing I like about them is they're always coming out with new and unique tools like this one. They call this the heat pencil. So it's basically a heat gun, but with a smaller form factor so you can get into tighter places. It is connected by a cord to the battery, but once you pop a battery in here, you can take this wherever you want. It's got two settings for heat, low and high. Comes with a couple tips that store in the base, where the battery goes. This one is designed to wrap around the wire, or whatever it is if you're doing heat shrink, you can see it'll wrap around and reflect the heat back up on it. This thing works great. Sorry about that, thought I turned that off. That is the automatic drain for my air compressor. Goes off every 45 minutes. So anyway, this takes the standard Ryobi 18-volt batteries. I'm just using what I had nearest one to me, the 9 amp hour, the big one. But you can use whatever size you want. And yeah, let's go ahead and I'll just put an end on this thing just as a demonstration. I'm not going to be using this for anything, so I'm not going to strip it like I normally would. These are great, by the way, too. If you're using cheap crimpers, these things, they're ratcheting. They only go to the precise depth, and highly recommended. Another tool, but anyway, we're here to talk about the heat gun. So I'll put a piece of heat shrink on there. Normally this would be covering both ends of the connector, but I'm going to leave it just like that so you can see what's going on. Try it on low first, I don't remember. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer here too. Not that direction. There we go. I'm not going to go all the way down the end. As you can see, it would do just fine. One of the reasons I particularly like this little tool is I'm not a big fan of using open flames around things. Working on other wiring or whatever it is, and I have a bigger heat gun, but it's not cordless. I use it when I'm in the shop, but this thing is great. I highly encourage you to check it out, and I think it's well worth the money, and I've used it a lot. Anyway, that's it for this. Just another cool tool that I hope somebody might find useful. Thanks. Take care.